Good Monday morning. We definitely have some things to watch for today. Main thing being the potential for heavy rain, especially this evening as a disturbance moves through. We are at a moderate risk for rainfall that could be flooding, rain. 40% or greater chance, that's moderate chance that there will be localized flash flooding today. So here's the short-term model forecast. This is the NAM model, North American model here, and we're just moving through the day. Here we are all the way up to 1 p.m. You can see the time up here. Nothing's really broken out until around 3, maybe some pop-up shower storms. Again, even though these look small, any single cell could really rain a lot. So don't think that these things look small and it's not going to make any difference. Where it rains, I think it's going to come down really heavy. Now, I think the models are showing, and you can see it here, a better chance of heavier rain east of here. But the air is just super saturated. So, again, it's one of those days where if the atmosphere even slightly gets disturbed, it's going to rain. We do have more rain chances tomorrow. I'll just go ahead and show there as well. The moisture's not really going anywhere, although I think today it's a higher chance than tomorrow. So here's the QPF, the total rainfall outlook here. You can see it's spotty because this is the showers and storms that you see in the area. And where they exactly fall will make a difference. So again, here is another short-range model. We're just looking to see kind of what's going on throughout the day. Again, here by 1, 2, 3 is when it's showing some pop-up storms in the area. This shows a little more widespread precipitation this evening. Again, these models were showing a similar setup yesterday, and we really did have some localized, really heavy showers, especially in Leesburg. The reality is, it's not that we have this great organization, really, of convective weather or thunderstorms. It's that the atmosphere is just ready to be wrung out, meaning that if you get a shower or a storm over top of you, it's just going to rain very, very heavily, possibly in a very short period of time. Now, that is kind of the short-term forecast there. Let's just look at here is the Weather Prediction Center's 24-hour rain outlook. You really see that northeast of here up in Baltimore is really getting pounded. For us, between 1 and 2 inches of rain is possible. Again, localized, much heavier rain is possible than this. So, again, in the short range, that's kind of what we're looking at. We also have a slight or a marginal risk for a severe storm today. If you get heavy, heavy showers, they can bring winds from up above down to the surface, and as they fan out, cause quite a bit of, wind. That's what I'd say. Can't say it all of it. Alright, so let's go to the weekly look for the forecast. Alright, so looking at the overall week outlook, here we are today. As we start the day, we are dry. When I say dry, I should put that in quotes because it's very moist out there. Humidity is very high. There's low cloud ceiling, foggy conditions if you're going up in mountains and stuff. You've probably seen that. Through the day, again, we get a chance of showers and storms, especially as we head into the late afternoon and evening. Some of those could produce that heavy rain. Tomorrow, we have a similar situation with more showers and storms possible, but maybe not as organized. Still a pretty good chance. And that is true on Wednesday as well and into Thursday. I'm just booking through this week because every day what it's showing to me is it's very, very moist and muggy out there. Thursday and Friday look pretty hot too. Temperatures could get up in the low to mid 90s. Both days that could put us in, with all the humidity around, potentially in a heat advisory scenario. If not, it's going to feel up into the hundreds for sure. So it's going to be uncomfortable. Humidity and heat, like typical summertime heat continues through the weekend. Here's Friday with a good chance of showers and storms on this model. And this high to the north is a little bit encouraging. I think it may be able to slip a little slightly cooler air after Friday and Thursday and Friday's heat. Unfortunately, it's not that strong or that cool. So we still are going to stay pretty much in the same weather setup. Daily kind of muggy, chances of showers and storms. Sometimes maybe a better chance as we head into the long range here. I'm looking again for a pattern changing system to come into this situation. But what I do see is, unfortunately, this is a huge heat wave here in the middle part of the country. We happen to be on the edge of it, but that doesn't mean we're not going to be affected by it. So this is another heat situation that looks like it's going to set up. The other thing we're watching is the Gulf, potentially next week for a tropical system. And then, way beyond here, it looks like more moisture. I mean, it's just hard to tell. I'd say we're still in a heat or hot part of the summer. This is, again, July, hottest part of the year. I thought we were going to see some cool down in the temperatures and stuff, but it just looks like we're kind of stuck in the same pattern. Let me look back over the forecast here. Even though there is some disturbances down there in the Gulf, I'm not sure if they're going to form into anything tropical or not. There were a lot of models kind of pointing that way. You look at it going into Louisiana. We'll have to see if that happens. So overall, let's try to hurry through the rest of this forecast since it's been so long. So look at the overall kind of temperature anomalies. This is kind of showing where we are. What we're going to see is it kind of swing pretty widely based on whether or not we have clouds during the day, but it stays warm at night with that blanket in place. There is cooler weather off to the north. We do see that trying to infiltrate here, but we just can't get it to push through. So we're staying at or above normal temperatures all in the long range, straight on through. I mean, it's just there. I mean, it's just going to be warm and hot. The outlook, oops, sorry about this. The forecast for the temperatures and the 6 to 10 day, again, staying above normal. Where we did see that little cool push, it did not come all the way to us. Therefore, we're not getting that cooler push that I thought we may get. And then the 6 to 10 and the 8 to 14, we continue with higher levels of precipitation. I did show this already. The forecast for rain is really high, especially up there over Baltimore. We are in the 2 to 4 inch probably category here, even through this week. It depends a lot. Locally, you can get a lot more. This is just kind of like a broad brush, kind of like how much rain it is showing up. All right, that is a long outlook. Have an awesome week. This has been your Loudoun County Weather Outlook.